Hey, what's going on, everybody? Marty here. It's about time I got off my ass and did this video. I want to show you guys a few books that I got in a couple weeks ago. This is a part of my Amazing Spider-Man collection. And if you are on my Instagram and our Comic Book Fanatics Facebook page, then you've already seen these books. But nevertheless, I wanted to go ahead and show you guys this anyways because I'm very, very happy to be able to have these in as a part of my collection, and I'm almost there as far as completing the Amazing Spider-Man Volume 1 run from 1 to 700. But I don't have 1 yet, and so I'm going to show you what I have so far. And so the first book I got in last week was The Amazing Spider-Man number 9. Yes, this is the first appearance of Electro, Max Dillon. And I got this graded at a 4.5 off-white pages. And very, very happy to have this in. It closes that gap in that I needed. And I just been waiting for the right price to come along. And when it comes to these older graded books, it takes a lot of tactical patience because I don't want to jump on the first thing I see as much as I would want to. But to me, it's very, very important not only of the grade that I'm going to get, but how the cover appears to me. And I'm very, very picky when it comes to the covers. So here it is, Amazing Spider-Man number 9, first appearance of Electro, 4.5. And then the next book I got in is The Amazing Spider-Man number 7. This is the second appearance of the Vulture. And this is graded at a 5.0. There's a bit of glare, I know that. So let me see if I can stand this straight up a little bit. And I will pan the camera up. There we go. That's much better. Okay, so here it is, number 7. So those are the two big books that I had gotten in last week. So I'm very, very happy to be able to have this 4.5 and a 5.0. This closes up my Amazing Spider-Man Volume 1 run from number 7 all the way to 700. And I don't, when it comes to these older Silver Age books like this, I have to get what I can afford between, and I have 5.0, 4, 4.0, 5, 4.5. Those are about the grades. I try not to go below a 3.5 or a 4.0, to be honest with you. Except if it's a number 1 and base off the cover, if I will decide if it's going to be a 3.0 or a 3.5. Because once again, when it comes to these older books, you really got to kind of get what you can afford. And I'm very happy. And also another thing about these lower Silver Age Amazing Spider-Man books is that I rather get my books graded. At least I know what I'm getting, you know, and it just kind of saves me the issue. It saves me the trouble of having to get this sent in, pressed, and graded. So, and besides this is not all I want to show you guys. I want to show you guys a few books of the Amazing Spider-Man run that I have graded. And I'm going to show you this one. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 8. This actually was gifted to me by Vince, Semper Fi Comic Guy, and this is a 4.0. First appearance of the Living Brain, Fantastic Four appearance, 2 backup stories. And so, yeah. And I believe I did an unboxing of this before, and Vince went out of his way. Once again, shout out to him. Appreciate this, brother. Great to have this in my collection. All right. And then, next one is An Amazing Spider-Man number 10. CGC graded a 3.5. This is the first appearance of the Big Man of the Enforcers. They don't show up very much except for the early editions of the Amazing Spider-Man. But I'm happy to have this. There's a little bit of a pen date right there, but not a big deal, to be honest with you. I'm not too worried about it. Still came out of 3.5. And I also have a raw copy of this book. I believe that... is it this one? Oh, never mind. Anyways, let's move on. Snap that. Okay. The next one I've got is a Amazing Spider-Man number 12. CGC graded at a 6.0. This is the third appearance of Doc Ock. And As I mentioned, it's, 6.0, beautiful copy, off-white pages. Really happy to have this one too, an earlier book. Alright, moving on, I have The Amazing Spider-Man number 13, Origin and First Appearance of Mysterio. And this is graded at a 4.0 as well. So, as you notice, I kind of keep that grade at that level. Try not to go, like I said, below 3.5. Alright, next one, I have The Amazing Spider-Man number 14. Yes, first appearance of the Green Goblin, Norman Osborn. And also the Enforcers appear in this as well. Big key issue book. And this is another book, along with the number 9, that are just really high in price. So, as I mentioned, you got to kind of stick to what you can afford. And this is about the grade that I can afford, but I'm very happy with it. Right, moving on. Next, Amazing Spider-Man number 15, CGC graded a 5.0. First appearance of Kraven the Hunter. Yes, everybody knows who Kraven the Hunter is. Everybody's talking about and excited to see if Kraven ever shows up in a movie or what have you. I know it's one of those things that a lot of people really enjoy the Kraven as the villain, so we'll see what happens in the future. But nevertheless, another pricey book that's out there. I recommend you guys getting these key issue Amazing Spider-Man first appearance books while they are at a reasonable price. I want to say decent price, but a reasonable price. Alright, next one is Amazing Spider-Man number 18, first appearance of Ned Leeds. Now, number 17 I have, but that is an ungraded one, so I might end up having to just send that one in and see what it comes back as far as a grade. But it's okay. I want to try to get as many lower issue graded books as I can, and being that I don't have number 17 as a graded book, as I mentioned, I'll have to get that sent in. Alright. Next one, Amazing Spider-Man, number 19. Alright, first appearance of McDonald Gargan in cameo on last page. Alright, so I got this at a 6.5, number 19. Not too bad at all. So, it's not a very expensive book to, so these books right here, not a first appearance, not a key issue. So you're going to get this for a fairly simple price, a decent price, and you're going to get a little bit of a higher grade. Alright, moving on. We've got The Amazing Spider-Man number 25. What do I want to say, 120? Number 25. And this is the first cameo appearance of Mary Jane Watson. She doesn't show her face in this one at all. You just kind of see her in the back, her back of her head. And this is also the first appearance of Professor Spencer Smythe and the Spider-Man Slayer. Alright, and I got this at a CGC 5.0. Alright, let's move on. Next one, moving up in a little bit in grades. We've got The Amazing Spider-Man number 28 at a 6.0. And this is graded PGX, so I would say probably a CGC of 4.0. Not exactly sure. I'm going to bust this open eventually and get this pressed and get just sent in. But I couldn't pass up the price for this book because it's so hard to find in such a good condition. But nevertheless, I'm happy to have it. And it's another one of those books that it's the first appearance, and they're pricey. This is very pricey because it's hard to find a book that's all in black like this without much damage or spine ticks or noticeable flaws on this. So, alright. Next, I have The Amazing Spider-Man number 33. This one I got signed by Stan Lee at one of the Dallas convention, Fan Expo convention. And this actually came out an 8.0, so I was really happy about this, to be honest. I bought this raw when he was at the convention. I went and got it signed and had CGC witness it, and it came back at 8.0, so happy to have this. Alright, moving on, we've got Amazing Spider-Man number 50. CGC graded 3.5. First appearance of the Kingpin. Little disappointed about this book. I also bought this book raw. I did not get it pressed before I got it slabbed. I don't know how much of a difference this would have made, to be honest. But as long as it didn't go below 3.5, I'm okay with it. But I was still a little disappointed. I thought at least I'd get a 4 or 4.5. But, oh well. First appearance of Kingpin. I got it in my collection, so I'm happy. Okay, next. Amazing Spider-Man number 100, graded 7.0. This is a 100th anniversary issue, so not a very expensive book, to be honest. But nevertheless, it's the first anniversary issue for number 100. So good book to have graded, I guess. All right, next. This one is the Amazing Spider-Man number 101. Graded CGC graded a 7.0. This is the first appearance of Morbius, the living vampire. You guys, if you're a Spider-Man fan, then you guys know who the living vampire is. There been some talk in the past, speculation in the past about him showing up in a possible movie later on. Probably not Amazing Spider-Man movie, but maybe later on. And I think there were talks about Daredevil or something like that. But anyways, okay. Moving on. We've got the Amazing Spider-Man number 102. This is graded CGC an 8.0. And this is just the second appearance of Morbius, so it's nothing really major. But nevertheless, being Morbius is a key issue, number 2 still falls within a little bit more of a pricier amount. So, anyways, there he goes. Moving on. Amazing Spider-Man number 121. Yes, you guys know this is the death of Gwen Stacy. This is a CGC graded 5.0. So, and you know, when it comes to these key books like this, man, I didn't get this pressed before sending it in. I wonder if it really would have made a difference. The cover's solid, but I don't know. Like I said, maybe a pressing would have helped out. And of course, you guys probably know what the next one is. Amazing Spider-Man number 122, graded 5.5 CGC. And this is the death of the Green Goblin. Yep. But as we know, heroes and villains never die, right? So, there it is. Moving on. And Frank Punisher 88, it's for you, brother. I'm not giving this to you, but this is for you. Amazing Spider-Man number 129. Got this also signed by Stan Lee at the convention. This came back CGC Signature Series 4.5. Really, really disappointed in how this one came out. I expected a low grade, but I didn't expect this low. It is a solid book, except for there is some water staining right there. Not much, just a little bit of water staining. So, I don't know if a pressing would have done this any good, being that there was some water stain. Who's to say? Maybe one of these days when someone can actually clean out water stains or anything like that, get this dry cleaned and get this sent in, and we'll see. Maybe I can get a higher grade on this, send in CGC and let them break it. That way, it can still come back a Signature Series. Alright, next one. The Amazing Spider-Man, number 194. This is the first appearance of the Black Cat. This came back in 8.5. I think this is another one of these books that if I would have gotten pressed at the time, I don't think anybody was pressing. I don't think pressing was really big at the time that I sent these in. Or if I would have known about it, I probably would have gotten these pressed first before getting slabbed. But 8.5, still good. I think with the pressing, this probably could have came back maybe a 9.2. Yeah. Excuse me. Next one's the Amazing Spider-Man number 238. This is the first appearance of the Hobgoblin, and yes, this does have the tattoos inside. So I think another book too. If I would have gotten slabbed, probably would have came back higher. And a lot of these ones that you'll see with the Amazing Spider-Man, I think if I would have gotten pressed, they would have came back higher grades. All right. Next one is Amazing Spider-Man 252. This is the first time you see his suit within the series, the black suit. This came back as CGC 8.0. Now there's three other books that also have his black suit. The first time it ever appears, supposedly, is Secret Wars number 8. First time you see that, and there's another one, Marvel Team Up. Supposedly that predates that. But I don't really see how. But there's a little bit of talk about that. I don't get wrapped around the axle when it comes to what is first and when you have something like this. To me, Secret Wars number 8 is the first time you see the black suit. This is the first time you see the black suit in this series, in this title. Okay, and this is also a swipe off the Amazing Fantasy number 15. Okay. Moving on, we've got the Amazing Spider-Man number 300, and once again, not slab, came back a CGC 7.0, but as I mentioned, maybe I can eventually get him re-slabbed again. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Another one, Amazing Spider-Man number 606. This is the J. Scott Campbell cover. This came back CBCS this time, a 9.2. I'm good with that, and I'm happy. I mean, once again, these are all raw books, so these were all raw before I got sent in. No pressing. All right, next one, Amazing Spider-Man number 607, another J. Scott Campbell Black Cat, and I got this sent into CBCS to get the signature verified. It's got J. Scott Campbell's signature on this, and I got this signed for him when I was at one of the conventions. So, happy to have that. Oh, this is a 9.2 and this is a 9.4. I actually got two of those. Alright. Next, the Amazing Spider-Man number 700 here. This came back, also a signature series, came back an 8.5, sent in raw. And it's also got Stanley's signature on it. I got him to sign it at one of the conventions. Probably the Dallas one a few years ago. Okay, so that is what I have graded for Volume 1 of The Amazing Spider-Man. So I'm not going to show the rest of my books of The Amazing Spider-Man, or we're going to be here quite some time. But just to kind of give you guys a few other Amazing Spider-Man stuff. This is the GameStop variant Amazing Spider-Man number 1, Greg Horn cover. Another J. Scott Campbell cover, signed by him as well. And also a Web of Spider-Man number 1, 9.0. Alright, I think that's enough. Alright guys, I think this video's gone long enough. I just wanted to show you guys what I have as far as Amazing Spider-Man graded books. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you like what you see. Hope it inspires anybody. Go out there and grab yourself a Amazing Spider-Man or get your run of Amazing Spider-Man. So, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. I'll talk to you soon.